Hey, welcome back everybody. Welcome back to my channel, AmusedJester. My name is Junior and we're back to the building of the 5-foot scale Chubby Kiwi Millennium Falcon designed by Darrin Hurd. Thank you again, Darrin, for giving us these files so generously and basically giving us 20 months of your time for designing this all for free. Anyway, if you guys want to check out, you can go to the Facebook group called Chubby Kiwi 5-foot studio scale Millennium Falcon. I'll put on the link on the description down below. And yeah, it's all free. So Darrin offers it to anybody who requests the file, access the file, and you can just go ahead and print your own if you want to. Today, I know it's kind of, now that I look at it, it seems like it's like a lot of things have progressed, right? Since my last video. I think my last video was how to put the lower rear and the top rear, but now we have the mandibles going on, and it's already built. So the reason why I didn't really shot the video of putting the mandibles on, and it's going to be difficult, is because it's pretty much straightforward, and I had to do it out here in the patio, and yeah, it just came in really quickly. This is the bottom part, but I will show how I did the top part of the mandibles because it's quite different. So these are just basically glued in. One thing I need to say is that it's designed to be glued into the frame, but when you do, you lose access to the interior of the frame. So if you're planning on building the lighting kit for this one, you need to do that before you glue this in. However, I have a solution for that. I'm not sure if it works. We'll find out now in this video. But yeah, so one thing I would also say is make sure you test fit things, because the way this thing is put, it's actually flushed to the frame. So what's going to come out here basically, it's not like on other sections where they're kind of joined in a specific way. Same thing with the frames here. They're just like they're not slotted in. They're just like on top of each other. And also, what I would also note is don't hurry putting this in, which is what I did. I went ahead and mixed the glue to, and I mixed a lot of it. So I went ahead and hurried and put both panels on, and as a result you'll probably see there's a gap here. That's, yeah, I did this one first and I hurried to this one, and then I hurriedly clamped this one, and I noticed there was a gap here. I was able to correct it, but I did not go back to this one. I completely forgot about it because by the time I finished this one, clamping this one, it was already beginning to set. It was a hot day yesterday. I believe that really knocked down my prep time to fix this. So I'm gonna have to fix this afterwards, post-process, because this is unfortunately this is JB weld, so it's pretty much in there. And as a result of this, there's also a little bit of gap, or not gap, but a difference between the two, between this one over here. Yeah, I'll find out a way. See, there's the gap going this way too. Maybe I can kind of pull it, but I don't know. I'll have to check and see. Maybe I can redo it. That might be the better solution for me, and try to scrape up the JB glue. Now, in the Facebook group, I found out another way to move this, and I'll do that now. Actually, let me explain it really quickly. So I want to document this on my own YouTube page, just in case you guys haven't been to the Facebook group already. So what's happening with this whole setup is, from the farther the object is from the center of gravity, which would be this part right here, the heavier the weight of gravity will be on this horizontal, whatever we want to call it, right? So the farther away from that, the heavier it gets, the more pull it gets down, which is what's preventing it from being rotated easily. The way I was doing it before was I would go closer to the middle, lift it, and then turn it. During the discussion in the Facebook group, as I showed that video, we were thinking of other methods to do it, and this is what I came up with. So this actually, as designed by Darrin, is on a magnet, so which is perfect, right? It gives us access to this extruder. And during one of my brainstorming ideas, I came up with a thought of wondering if there was an aluminum extrusion extender, and there is. I found it from Amazon. These 4 rods. These are carbon steel, so this is like pretty strong. And all I have to do is I have an extra about a foot length or 10 inches, and it just basically slots in. It's already pre-cut, right? So, and that creates a handle for me. What I'll do is I'll release the strings that I have on top, and I will lift on this end and slowly rotate it. And because as I'm lifting this one, the weight of the mandibles will automatically pitch it forward, so you'll see me being careful when I do that. So hold on a second. Right, so you saw me flip it over. Actually, it's almost effortlessly. Now, the first time I did this, I still haven't put the mandibles on. It was able to hold this vertical position quite easily. But now, of course, with the mandibles, weight coming in down, I do need the stand. Now, the stand, I wasn't able to show it to you, but I created this little stand over here. It's a little bit too long right now, as you can see. But there's an imprint that's supposed to go in here. So I have to cut the aluminum extrusion at a certain point. So this is one of the reasons why I need to hit horizontal right now, so I can measure it and cut it. So here is the top mandibles area over here, right? So technically this is supposed to be glued in as well, but like I said, once you glue both sides on, you lose access to the interior frame, in which case if you're planning later on to put lights on, you're going to have an issue. So what did I do? And this was an experiment. We'll see right now if it works, because it's the first time I'm ever going to undo this. And yes, I did magnets on this whole thing. So if I want to take it off, I can take it off. If I want to put it back in, these magnets are pretty strong. Basically each panel, it's really hard to remove too. It's almost like it's glued in. These panels, I have 2 on each side of the panels. Gives me access like that. And there's the last one. Oops, I forgot to remove the last tape on this one. I'll show you the process on how I did this afterwards. Oh yeah, it's really tough. Yeah, and these, I don't think we need to glue this at all, these pits, but for the top part, maybe I should have just glued the bottom part as well. How well this thing works so well, but you know, it's not permanent, but honestly, let me see how tight that thing is, and that only worked because of how I did it too. That and I can just arrange it so of course, because this is not glued in, you won't be able to completely close off the seals here, but I mean, look, I think that's as good as you can get right here. Like if I were to go into this side, which yes, this is also using magnets. You know, it's you can barely tell that it's got the seam here. But even with glue, if you were to glue this on, you still need to spackle this and fix it. I'm sorry about the dogs. I don't know, maybe he's seeing the cats and he's not liking it. Anyway, so the process that I did was I test fitted this in place here, and the reason why you're seeing me pull off these tapes is I taped it to the frame, and then I went ahead and glued the two magnets in. I'll show you if you stick around, if you're interested in doing it, I'll show you the process and how I did it and everything. But I was thinking of putting in the mandibles, and I noticed there's no magnet holders in this one. So these mandibles have to be glued in and the pits inside them when you're ready. The problem is, what if you're not ready to do the lighting yet? What if you decide to do the lighting later on? Well, once you glue these panels on, there's really no way to access it. I think there might be through the hole in front, because this is going to be magnetized, but it's going to be a hassle trying to thread these two holes in. So what I've decided is the lower part of the mandible I will glue, but the top part I will magnetize. I will use it I'll attach it using magnets. The cool thing is that way I can remove it if I want to access it. The cool thing is, if I do decide that once I'm finished with the lighting or anything and I want to permanently glue it, I can still glue it. The magnets will just be there as well, lost forever. So the first process that I needed to do in order to put the magnets in is I needed to place it for now, and I'm just taping it, making sure the seams are as minimal as possible. Alright, so that's what I did. Now the second part I will show right now. Alright, so the next part that I did is to basically flip it over so that the upper panels will form as a base, and then I marked where I want my magnets to be in, and also, by the way, I made these magnet holders. This is already two of them. I'll separate it. As you can see, it's basically just a square block with a magnet on, and basically I'll apply glue to this bottom part and glue to this top part on the side, so that it will glue here and then glue here to the side, and that should make it work. Should. I don't really know if it's gonna work or not, but I'll put one there. Gotta make sure I remember where. So what I'll probably do, just to make sure, is I'll mark the sides that I'll apply glue. I'll apply glue here and I'll apply glue here, so that when I attach it, it's going to attach only to where it's supposed to. And that's it. The next part of the video will be once it's dried, we'll test it and see if it works. Yeah, so let's go. Yeah, that's basically it. So I'm now beginning to work on the top part of the Millenium Falcon. The bottom part is mostly done. It's not finished with it. I did not put on all the small pipes and everything that I need to print out. I'll do that later. And I'm also printing out the side panels here all the way up to here, I think, just because I want to see how it works and everything. So yeah. Oh, look at that. This is glue. Oh my gosh, my glue didn't hold off on this one. This might give me a chance to go ahead and do it on this side. This is more secure. The magnet is more secure than my glue. Jeez. Which means I'm gonna have to clean up all this glue that I put in there, because I really kind of like the fact that I can remove this completely. But there's really no reason for me to get access to the bottom now that I have access to the top part. Oh, look at how tough this magnet is. It's literally lifting the frame up. So the best way is to just put your fingernail in there and push it up. But this is what's gonna happen if you were to glue this in. You lose access. If you're putting your wire in here, you need this access to this hole, pulling your wire here, and then thread it through here and that one. You can't do that once you glue it in. And I let the sirens pass. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you guys again soon. Bye.